Welcome back to Franchise. We are looking at June 1st. Our hot start has cooled as we are now 30 and 30. We are at 500. It was a tough month of May for us, in which we lost a series to the Braves, got swept, nearly swept by the Mariners, lost a series to the Athletics, were swept by the Rangers. Lots of lost records, but then we turned it on here toward the end of the month, taking a series against the Rangers, sweeping the Yankees, and taking one of two against the Nationals. So we'll be playing the rubber match today. It has been difficult for us after losing our third baseman Edmundo Sosa for a little while. I forget how long he's out. He's still out for another 2 to 3 weeks with that broken arm. And Spencer Turnbull. This was demoralizing for the team. His second Tommy John surgery. I think those injuries hit the team hard, I think. They're still playing pretty well. We're actually at a weird up and down. Everyone's either hitting really well or terribly. So we're Shanwell at the top of the order. Batting 288 is strong. Mike Trout is having a rebound year. He was had a weak year for us last year, though he was our best player by far. But look at that 344 average with 16 home runs. JD Martinez is starting to click himself. He was around 150 through the better part of April, and so he's brought his average up. He's also driving in runs. Mickey Moniak is struggling. Logan O'Hoppe struggling, but Taylor Ward is having a good season with that average. Joey Ortiz has been up. We're trying to filling in for Edmundo Sosa. He struggled really hard the first few games, but he has been consistently only around 200. He's on a little bit of a hit streak the last couple of games, but I don't know that we can keep him there as the main replacement. Not with that average. Luis Rengifo he's had a lot more power than I anticipated, but his average is not where we need it. And Zach Neto has been steady. Meanwhile, on the bench, Reynal Delgado is still having a hot start. Not, of course, with the number of at-bats as the others, but he's still batting over 300, as is Livan Soto. I'm inclined, and Joe Adell is up to 18 steals on the year. I am inclined to try and give Livan Soto a chance at that spot that Joey Ortiz has. If neither of these guys is able to sort of lock it down this year, at this point, I'm gonna give it a couple more weeks and see how they do. Otherwise, I am going to have to do something different. I'll perhaps move Taylor Ward back over to third, and that'll get Joe Adell into the lineup every day, which is kind of what I'd prefer anyway to some of these other alternatives. But we're going to give the other guys a chance at this point. So let's move that over and give Soto a chance, and we'll keep Ortiz batting lefties, though he seems to be struggling a little bit this year against lefties. And before we jump into our next game, I want to give a little update about scouting. We're now at week 9, and I am flummoxed by our current the current list. It is still super pitcher heavy at the top of the draft. There aside from Rick Weston, who is certain to drop, um, and I'm not comfortable taking him with the top pick. But look at this. There is not a single position player until we get to Brian Mortero for us at 20. So he certainly looks like a reach. Probably, look at that. He's probably a C or B potential guy anyway. At this stage, he's probably B. He's probably toward that upper end of that, but he is not in the running. So I do have a couple of other guys to take a look at for sure, but I don't see them moving all the way up. Potentially Jack Humphrey. I want to take a look at him, but I don't think anyone has the chance of moving all the way up to the top pick in the draft. Looks like we've got a couple of second basemen with a shot, but I don't see it. So that means it's going to have to be a pitcher for us. I was interested in this guy just because of that power, that insane power. So if he is anywhere near the top of that range, I doubt he is given his draft ranking, but I'm going to take a look at him and see if his draft ranking changes, because if that changes with a scout, and we'll get a better sense of who he is. I mean, this is a kind of guy in that range. If he has upper C potential or low B potential, even, he still would have some light tower power that you could trot out there, and I don't know. That stuff's fun. So that's where we are. We're also have not discovered any infielders. And so this is just not going to be. This is not an easy draft to scout, because without any obvious top picks around here, like I said, this guy, because of his potential overall, he's going to be a B potential player who may already be there. So he's near his potential already, and it's probably only going to be B. But other than that, we've got a few guys here, but that's it. Like, there isn't anyone at the top of this draft to look at. Henry Ono dropped for us. So, once you have to look further than the obvious ones, when there isn't anyone obvious, and you then just have to start speculating. And I'm not really comfortable with the speculations I'm having to make in this one. I just don't like the range. Lots of guys who went. Every time I looked at a guy, he's going down. So there should be some options for us at second and third round, I suspect. But I am not thrilled. Let's just say that I am not thrilled with our choices right now. Well, we're going to player lock this time and see how Livan Soto does moving into the starting lineup. He is
live from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Interleague
one
Baseball
of our
on MLB
prospects.
the Show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Washington Nationals. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important the series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
I put that back up for my own game and then didn't move it. All right, here we are. No outs, runner on first. Oh no! Oh, jeez.
The catcher.
That's not a good sign. All right. One down, runners on first and second now. Let's fix that. Yeah, Levon Soto's nerves were getting to the best of him. Yeah, I was in too much of a hurry on that first throw, but we got a chance to change that again. Yeah, Levon Soto is one of our top 20 prospects. He's had a couple of opportunities now to play at the major league level, not starting and not getting a lot of playing time. Oh, I didn't move the PCI enough, like at all. But perhaps that's enough to sacrifice. There we go. Got himself a ribby. Yeah, there's Dylan Cruz out there in center field now for the Washington Nationals.
Now batting, third baseman,
I saw that in the last game that they have called him up. One of the top picks in the draft in 2023. One of the top prospects in baseball. Oh, there we go. That's no doubter. Ooh, upper deck. Holy cats, that was a shot. 104 off the bat, almost 400 feet. Upper deck to right field. He is jumping at this playing time opportunity. Here's Levon Soto. He's been playing. Look at that. He's been playing well in spot starts all season. He's got an 866 OPS, batting 325 on the year. Ooh! He's able to tag that one enough to get it through the infield for another RBI. That's
the batter number 2, second baseman.
He's gotten an RBI in each at bat so far. It's a little inside, but he was able to time it just right to get that through. We're not the speediest of base runners, so I'm not going to risk it, though. If I had, I could have broken up the double play. Oh, but he's safe at first. All right. Back in the field now, Levon Soto is... He redeemed himself after that first inning. Ooh. Oh, nuts! Didn't get it in time. That threw me. I haven't seen that happen at third. I've been playing Road to the Show I like playing with shortstops because it's more exciting usually. So I didn't anticipate that measure, that interface. But it doesn't, I don't know how we could have gotten it anyway.
Up next.
Ooh, they're going to show us the moonshot.
Levon Soto.
I mean, that was a good-looking swing. Yeah, right in the bleachers. Ooh, he got me.
No ball.
He got me. I got a little swing happy there. Ooh. All right. Lines out to second. He's had a strong day. He's mad. He's mad at that one. He got solid contact, but not in an open spot. But the Angels win the series take 2 of 3 in DC, which is what you want to do. You want to be able to at least of course you want to win series, but you need to take advantage and win when against weaker opponents. You need to be able to do that regularly if you want to have a chance. So Livan Soto had a game, though it was Luis Rengifo got the player of the game notoriety. I'm not sure why. Our stat line was a little bit better. Not to, be annoyed or anything. But we are now over 500 again. Wanted to show the standings. We are not anywhere near the top of our division. The Rangers have been running away with it all year long. But I want to point this out. We are 3 games out of playoff contention. We are the one look on the outside looking in. We're the top team on the outside looking in the American League right now, which is still big news for a team that finished with such a losing record last year. Looking at our last. Wanted to show another one. I was looking at the Padres have taken the lead in the National League West, and the Dodgers have fallen to 4th place. It is hard to imagine this. They were underwhelming last year. The Dodgers were in season 1 of the franchise, and again they are struggling. 4th best team according to MLB the Show, and they are struggling again. The Diamondbacks and Padres have been surging over the last 10 games to make up that difference. And the Braves, number 1 ranked team in the show, and the Phillies, 6th ranked team in the show, of course, are right now looking like the class of the National League that they are. But our own ranking has gone up a little bit. As you can see, we're ranking 20th overall on the year. All right, we played up a couple weeks, and we have struggled. After winning the series against the Nationals, we lost a series against the Athletics. We were swept by the Rays and lost to the Dodgers before taking 3 of 4 against the Royals, and a first game against the Tigers to get us back up near 500, 1 game below. Meanwhile, we have just stopped in because Edmundo Sosa is back off of the list. Livan Soto subbed admirably after Joey Ortiz struggled in that spot. So it looks like Soto's batting average went down a little bit, so he had probably a couple of hitless games over the last in this series. But I wanted to move down Joey Ortiz so he could get regular playing time for us. So now that we're back, now that we've got Soto back, let's jump in and give him a chance to see how he looks on his first game back. He's gotten off to a rough start on the year, and so after getting a little rehab assignment, he's come back in, get the chance to shake the rust off against the Tigers. The Tigers have struggled here in season 2 of franchise.
Los Angeles Angels.
There's AJ Hinch is not happy.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Edmundo.
I have Sosa batting 7th in the order against righties and against lefties. He, I think, was struggling as our leadoff hitter against lefties. So I've left Rengifo up at that spot. All right, just outside. I think I got the call. The break went my way that time. All right, 2-1. The count.
Nope,
outside. 3-1 the count now. Sosa is facing Matt Manning. Down the middle. Got it. Chucked it into center field.
Make the turn.
There we go. That looks good.
Batting 8, the second baseman.
Sweet. Welcome back, Edmundo Sosa.
Now batting.
All right, here we are, bottom of the 4th. Down 1-0. One on, one away.
1-0.
Takes first pitch high. Sosa is third, tied for third in the stolen base lead on the team. With 3. Oh, why did you just to see him trot? That barely missed the line. And he's like, it's foul. Look at this. That's not even a foot foul. That's inches. I do not like that effort from Sosa. All right, they gave us that call again. We'll take it. Oh, right down the pipe. Come on, come on. There we go. What I say about not looking for power from him? All right, 98 off the bat, 390. Right center. I do need to work on my timing is not quite right. I do like a right center field. I do like a hitting it the other way a little bit. In part because I have a little more comfort on the outer side of the plate. All right, 2-1 lead, bottom of the 6th. 1 away, and I looked at that first strike. Ooh, got a little over that one, rolled over it.
Got it.
Ground out to second base.
Now batting, second baseman, Louis. Up next for the Angels.
All right, here we go. He's 2 for 3 with a single and a home run. 1 on, 1 away against Alex Lang. He has some filthy pitches, but he also can throw out of the strike zone a lot. I didn't move my PCI enough for that one. That would have been out of there if I had gotten my PCI in the spot.
Now batting, the second baseman,
To punish it.
Louis.
Oh, tough loss. 4-3. Gave up 3 runs in the 8th inning. Andrew Wantz, who has been so clutch for us all of last year and through the first 2 months. He's now had a couple of blown holds. Now we're struggling. Now that we're getting into summer, this is not the easiest time of year for this team and for any team, but offenses theoretically will be heating up a little bit. So maybe that will include ours, and we'll get our pitchers to settle down a little bit. including Patrick Sandoval, who has settled down a lot since the very first month when he was atrocious. He's brought his ERA under 4. He still has a 3-8 record, however. Jordan Montgomery is pitching very well for a number 2 starter. Chase Silseth is struggling, replacing the struggling Griffin Canning. Reed Detmers is settling down a little bit. His ERA was well over 5 for the first month and a half. And Max Scherzer is on a steep decline now. Hopefully his numbers will not reflect those ratings and he can keep some solid projections for the rest of the year. My hope is to keep that ERA under 4, perhaps under 4.25. That's serviceable range for a back end starter, of course. But we want to see how far he can go. Our relievers, Jose Criada, Robert Stevenson, Jose Soriano, have all been pitching well. Drew Pomerantz, as our primary situational lefty, has struggled. Andrew Wantz, he's had a tough last 2 weeks, I think, ballooning his ERA to 4.6. But otherwise, he had been having a good season. And Jimmy Herget, as our closer, is doing a fine job. He is at 20 saves and a 1.37 ERA, though his overall is going down. There's some regression from Jimmy Herget that we don't like to see. So that is where we're at mid-June. Next up will be probably looking at we're going to be approaching the draft and the All-Star break, and all of that will be coming up soon. We were looking like potential buyers at the break through the first month. I don't know that we're going to be sellers at the break this year, but we'll take a look at that later. But I think this is a good place to stop. We're kind of mired right now in the muck. We are able to eke out some series against low-ranked teams like we did against the Nationals and the Tigers, but then we're losing a series against the Athletics that we should be winning. We're beating up on, but we beat up on 3 of the 4 losing teams we faced this year. We won against them, but we took it on the chin against the Rays and the Dodgers. So we need to be playing a little bit better baseball. We've got a couple more games against some teams we should be able to take on. We've got some teams here, particularly the Astros. But this is we can get ourselves out of June on a winning streak, and I'd like to see that happen. All right, thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. All right, take care.